Meow, meow, meow. Oliver and Jumpy, Story 45, Magic Berries. Once again we visited Ghost Castle. What adventure would wait for us this time? Jumpy, Joey and myself crossed the threshold into a peaceful river scene. A narrow country lane was winding right along it, framed by bushes and a forest further inland. Let's explore and see what may happen. We walked along the dirt road towards green hills under pleasant sunshine. Look at the beautiful big red berries on this bush! Joey cried excitedly and popped some into his mouth before we could caution him. Oh no! Jumpy despaired. We were both watching Joey shrinking. He was getting smaller and smaller until he was only a third of his usual size. What now? Right next to the bush with the red berries was a different looking one with yellow berries. Joey tried one to see if it would help him to get back to normal. What do you think happened? He did not grow larger again, but stayed small and went fatter. By now we were all desperate. Joey then discovered a third bush with blueberries. Okay, one more try. And really, after eating a blueberry, he started growing again to full size. Unfortunately, he stayed fat. Now we were at our wits' end. What else could we do? We were walking miserably along the lane when a hedgehog came along. You have tried all 3 different berries, haven't you? He asked Joey. How did you know that? I inquired. Well, it is obvious. Enough people have had the same problem. So you do know how he can reverse the process and become normal again? You must travel all the way to the Blue Mountains over there and find the wood fairy. She can help. We thanked the hedgehog and got on our way. It took several hours to reach the forested hills. Wood fairy, please come and help Joey. Jumpy and I called loud into the depths of the forest. Don't make such a racket. I'm just having my afternoon nap. A lovely voice, almost like a bird's, rippled down on us from a tree above. We could see the wood fairy resting on a thick branch. Her hair was full of leaves and her dress the color of bark. So here we have another naughty boy who has eaten the forbidden berries. You want to know how to get back to normal again, I suppose. Yes, please. The wood fairy explained to Joey that he had to walk alone up to the top of the hill to reach a big hazelnut tree and eat one of its nuts. But he must not get diverted and do anything else before he had eaten the nut. Joey left on his quest with our good wishes and soon disappeared in the distance. Halfway up the mountain, he encountered an ice cream stand with a red roof sail and written on front of it in big letters, "Free ice cream! Help yourself!" Joey was very tempted, but remembered the warning not to stop for anything. So he kept hiking up the steep hill, getting thirstier and hungrier by the minute. By now he felt very hungry and would have loved to have some food. And there was a hot dog cart. Help yourself, it said on a whiteboard. The beautiful aroma of the food was drawing Joey irresistibly towards the cart. He was feeling so hungry. He stretched out his hand to grab one of the buns. Suddenly he heard the wood fairy inside his brain. Stay strong. He sighed and continued his walk. Then he heard music playing. Soon he could see that it came from another colorfully painted vendor's car. Many ice-cold soft drinks were waiting there for the taking. With his last strength he hurried to the stand to fetch a bottle. Within a moment, a flurry of movement around his head and hands, a flapping of wings, a twitter of voices, and all birds tried to make him stop. "That tree is not far. You want to become the old Joey again," they all seemed to say. The birds attacked him at the same time, hitting his hands with their small beaks. All right, I get the idea," Joey cried upset and quickly hiked up to the hazelnut tree. He spotted one nut high up. Kangaroos cannot climb trees, so what to do? He had come a far way and was a good boy, avoiding all temptations, and now, just at the very end, he could still not reach his goal. "Crow, crow, crow!" He heard a call up in the tree. It was a big black crow, and it was tearing off the only hazelnut on the tree. It fell down to the ground. Quickly Joey grabbed the nut and ate it, while the crow cried furiously. Immediately Joey felt strange movements within his body. His joints were creaking and the skin shrinking. He had no mirror to check his appearance, but from what he could see and feel, he seemed to be back to normal again. "Bravo! You have made it!" applauded the wood fairy, now sitting on one of the lower branches. "You have passed the tests. Now you can go back and enjoy the free offerings on the way." "Thank you very much for your help, Wood Fairy." And off he went to the drink stand, emptying a bottle within seconds, then quickly downhill to the hot dog stand for 2 serves. Stuffing his face, he ran to meet us, who were very happy to have our normal Joey back again. After he caught his breath from running and eating, he told us about the temptations and the help he had on the way. Well, do not eat any berries without asking Mom. Today was very eventful for Joey and a lot of anxiety for the 2 of us. Nap time. Berry bye. I hope you enjoyed this story. Please recommend it to your friends. I welcome any inquiries concerning publication of my tales. Thank you. Bye bye until next time.